Let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Forget it.
Educating Ricky.
Bin it. We're not doing it.
No, we are! Oh.
What are you going for?
Oh, he can handle it, I think.
Don't worry about him. He candle it.
He candle it. Okay, let's hear this one.
Right, are you familiar with the phrase burning the candle at both ends?
Yeah.
Do you know how it's come about?
I know a man who does.
I assumed that it was to get more light in the room.
How would that work?
Well, they'd put it sideways and light both wicks, so out of one candle they could get two. No, go on.
No, what it is...
It means you're doing too much, you're staying up too much, you're not getting enough sleep, and you're...
Well, years ago...
Yeah.
When they didn't have light bulbs and that.
Oh yeah, what year is this? Literally ages ago, specifically.
Yeah, quite a bit back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Didn't have light bulbs and that, so they used to have candles in
When did the light bulb come in? Because I can't remember at the moment.
Don't know.
Okay, go on.
So, yeah, so they've got a light bulb.
You wouldn't know. You're a doctor, you're not a historian. Go on.
And people who worked a lot of hours, yeah.
How many? Literally lots?
They get up early in the morning because they have to be up early.
Yeah.
And it's dark outside, so they'd light the candle.
Sure.
And they'd wear it out a bit. And then they'd be getting in late as well.
Yeah.
And, like, they'd be like, oh, it's dark, I'll have to light the candle again. And they're burning candle at both ends of the day. So that's where the saying comes from, burning the candle at both ends. So...
All right.
That's a little lesson.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay. Can I have...
No, you can't have
You
another
can't
one
rush
yet.
into them, Rick. You've got to...
I've got to soak in that.
You've got to soak that one in. Any questions for Karl off the back of that?
What do you think?
So people were... I mean, basically where this comes from is people...
They're literally burning the candle at both ends of the day.
Sure.
There you go. So we've still got...
Go on.
I'm committed to this treatment. And
I can't wait. This is like Christmas
Rick,
Eve for me. It's like Christmas. I've got to open another present now.
No, I'm afraid we've got to save it. Host. This is bizarre. I used to host a radio show on the BBC World Service, right? Now, if you want someone who's the voice of integrity, the voice of intelligence, the voice of a nation, you're going to come to me. That's obvious. And I was broadcasting, so now they've got listeners of something like 50, 60 million people around the world. It's mental, the listenership of the World Service. And I used to host this show with someone
It's a big place, Steve.
The World?
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And anyway, so I had to be into Bush House where they broadcast from 10 o'clock every Friday morning to broadcast around the world to 50 million people, right? And one week, I went to the toilet in my house, right? Everyone had left. I got there a bit late. I got up a bit late. Already against me. The clock was already against me. Had to be there at 10 o'clock, broadcast around the world. And we got 2 toilets in our house, downstairs one, right? And the door had already been a bit dodgy. It was one of those doors where you had to give it a bit of a kick as you went in. It was getting a bit tight. I don't know what the wood was expanding or something. You know, I'm in there. And same thing again happens. No toilet paper. I think, oh, God, I'm going to have to somehow kind of make it up.
Why don't you check first?
I normally do, Rick. I normally do. It's just on like certain occasions when I'm bleary-eyed or something, I forget, or occasionally I forget. Normally I do check.
Right.
And you've got to bear in mind that it's not like this is happening every week. This is over the course of many years that these incidents have accumulated. So
You've condensed them.
For the purposes of this anecdote.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes. And great. You're just brilliant. Keeping the pace up of an anecdote there, Rick. You've just drawn in. I don't know where I am now. Anyway, I know where I'm. I'm trapped in a toilet with no toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's where I am. And I'm thinking maybe I peel off some of the wallpaper, you know, things like that. But there's nothing I can do. I got to go upstairs. Well, exactly. But I'm going to have to go upstairs and find
Toilet paper, was there any?
There wasn't.
There wasn't? Oh.
I'm going to have to go upstairs and maybe find a notepad or something like that. Oh. And so I try the door, right? The door's wedged, and I'm pulling on the door, and I can't get the door open. It's just like it won't come open. And it's already, and I knew it was going to come to this at some point. Like, this is like, the clock's ticking. I'm trying to pull the door open, trousers around my ankles again. And I'm thinking, well, what I could do is I could open the window, I suppose, and like try and climb out, but not really, because I got the trousers around the ankles. And that's
Or if it was raining, just stick your arse out, 2 birds with one stone.
Sadly, it was a beautiful day, Rich.
I call it the World B-Day.
And so what I'm thinking is, well, I got my mobile phone in there, luckily, because it's in my pocket. I'm thinking, well, maybe I can phone, I was seriously...
Kleenex.
Maybe I'll phone the fire brigade.
By this point, I need just dried.
No, it hadn't, it was...
Hold on, was that little puppy not around? Because sometimes you can call that, it's got a little bit wrapped round it.
Listen,
Or just use the puppy itself.
There's 50 million people around the world going to need to hear my voice in 30 minutes.
Exactly.
And
where's Steve? He's not locked in the toilet again, is he?
Exactly.
Oh, no.
So I'm thinking about phoning the fire brigade, and I'm thinking, like, if I do that, it's gonna be the first call that goes straight on the speakerphone.
Yeah.
For like the entire fire brigade service everywhere.
With a butch hero carrying you down over his shoulders with your trousers around your ankles.
Exactly.
Can I just not pull him up? No, you've got to be learned to taught a lesson.
Yeah. But I imagine the idea of phoning up and going, hello there, I'm trapped in a room in my house. Oh yeah, which one is it? Oh, I don't need to know.
It's quite small. Is it?
Yeah. It's not the toilet, is it? Because we don't want to come and rescue someone who's trapped in the toilet.
Which service do you require? Paper?
So I think I can't phone the fire brigade, the clock's ticking. So then I think one of my housemates is still in the house, but still asleep. So I phone the house number. Right, phone rings and rings and rings for ages. And eventually he answers the phone, right? Gets out of bed, answers the phone, yeah. Hi, it's Steve. All right, what's wrong? I'm
What are you doing?
downstairs.
What are you doing? All right, yeah. I didn't wait. Don't know. What are you doing? I'm just in the
I'm
toilet.
just downstairs in the toilet.
What are you doing? Well, I've finished what I'm... Have you got any toilet paper?
Any bog roll.
Yeah.
So he had to kind of scrape together a few bits of paper, and sort of tinfoil or whatever he could find in the house.
A cactus.
Come down
Oh, no.
Pass it underneath the door, right? And then I said, can you move away from the door because I don't want you to hear me as I'm, wiping the... And so
You
he
didn't say that?
Yeah, well, I didn't want him to, that's embarrassing.
Sorry,
That's embarrassing.
What were you wiping it with? Not tumbleweed. What do you mean? What
No, but
noise?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Right.
So then I say, right, can you smash
Why
the-
was he hovering? Why didn't he want to walk away? Will you keep your what was it outside with a glass to his ear?
Yeah. Thankfully, there was a window in the door, but it was frosted glass. You could just see my semi-naked body moving around. And so eventually I said to him, look, listen, I'm going to need you to sort of kick the door in. He said, well, I don't want to kick the door in because you're going to have to pay for it, aren't we? I go, yeah, but I got to go to the World Service. Well, yeah. And he was a lovely man. He's the weakest man you've ever come across. It's like if there's one person you don't want to have to throw their body weight against the door, it was him. He's like, he'll snap before the door will. So he's smashing against
This
the door.
sounds like a fetish to me, then. He went in there, and there you were naked with lots of toilet paper. And you go, oh, you've broken the door down, and here I am naked. Again.
Oh, you've rumbled me, Rick. I wish I'd not told that embarrassing story on the radio. Like it wasn't embarrassing enough, you've just got to make it slightly more seedy.
Oh, so did he get it down?
He did it, yeah, and I got to the World Service with like minutes to spare.
Oh.
And interestingly, I told that story to 50 million people around the world.
Joking.
Did they understand?
I think so.
I mean, is that a bit of a problem when you're on the World Service? Like, thinking of things that everyone can understand?
Yes.
Because you can't
It's a bit
just
like
talk
when
about-
talking to you, Carl.
Yeah, exactly, Carl. I think you're on thin ice there, worried about people understanding what you're saying.
No, but you can't talk about stuff that's on the telly and that, because some people say, well, we haven't even got a telly here.
Oh, yeah, you're listening to XFM 104.9.
Yeah.
So let's carry on. Let's continue.
Well, absolutely. Well, obviously, Carl was out with me last night, and he saw that I'm, he knows I'm a ladies' man, and that was obvious. Carl, you could see the vibe around me, couldn't you? When the chicks were talking to me. And just remembered recently, actually, I was on a train coming back from hometown Bristol, and I was on the train, and this girl walks on, good-looking girl. I thought, hey up, a largely empty carriage. I'm thinking, my luck's in, because I take every opportunity, Carl. That's the thing about me, I don't choose. She was a good-looking girl. She sat down. I thought she sat down right near me. I thought, brilliant. As this guy comes up behind her, and says, I think it's probably a boyfriend or something, sits down next to her. And I listened in on the conversation, obviously, because I'm pretending to read. It was very clever. I read the same page for hours. So I was pretending to listen. I was listening, but pretending to read. And I realised that it's not her boyfriend or anything. It's just some guy she's met on the platform. And I'm thinking, brilliant. If she's the kind of girl who's just going to start talking to someone, on a platform, on a train, brilliant. I'm going to be in here. Because he was only going one stop. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? He'll nick off. I'll get chatting to her. And who knows? I could join the... is there a train equivalent?
Foot High Club.
The Foot High Club, brilliant. And so I'm excited, I'm listening in. And it turns out that they're both kind of graduates who've just finished university, or they're coming to their finals or something. And they're chatting away, and he's making a couple of witticisms, and she's kind of tittering at his jokes. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you this, if she's laughing at this kind of material, I am going to blow her away, with my kind of anecdotes and wry observations,
Yeah.
It was weak stuff, I got to be honest.
Really?
He was coming out with nothing. He was running on empty, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And she was loving it. So I'm thinking, brilliant, I'm going to be right in here. And then they get moving on to higher brow things, and I think she was going to study kind of Marxism or something like that, or communism, something. And she was asking him, as by way of conversation, she was asking him what he knew about Marxism, And he was fumbling for his vague knowledge of it that he had in his life. And I'm just sat there thinking, come on, love, in any given capitalist environment, the proletariat will revolt against their oppression by the bourgeoisie, and after a brief period of socialist rule, emerges a classist society governed by community cooperation.
Well, if that sort of talk wouldn't get a woman hot, I don't know what you'd use.
If Marx and Engels is not going to get a woman sweaty down below, then nothing is. Then my name is
You're
not
just
Steve
biding
Hopkins.
your time.
Exactly. I'm just going to go in for the kill any minute.
Yeah.
So anyway, it comes to his stop, right? He gets off. I'm thinking this is a piece of cake, and he gets off, and off he goes. He walks off, and I'm thinking brilliant. And I thought, I'll wait. I'll wait till the train's pulled away. I'm not going to leap in straight away. No. And he comes back along the carriage, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. He goes, listen, do you mind if I give you my email address, right? And if you want to get in touch, email me. I'm thinking, come on, you loser, get off now. Save your face, please, before it's too much. And she accepts the email address because she obviously doesn't want to hurt his feelings, whatever. I'm thinking, fair enough. She's a good woman. I'm liking her. I'm loving her. I'm thinking that's my kind of girl. So anyway, he gets off. I'm sat there, the train pulls away. I'm thinking, I'll wait a few minutes, I'll just, give it some time. Her phone rings. It's her friend on the phone. And she starts saying it, and I was listening in, and she was going, just met a guy on the train. I'm thinking, that's true enough. She goes, he was a good-looking guy. I thought, you're having a laugh, love. To be honest. Because I was looking at him, and she said to her friend, he looks a bit like tennis player Boris Becker. I thought, you should be so lucky, frankly, because I saw him. He had awful facial hair, if that's what makes him look like Boris Becker. Terrible little goatee beard. It was laughable. I thought, I don't know. And then she goes to thing, and she's like, I met him, we got chatting and stuff, and she was going, it's not often that you meet someone, generally in life, who's, kind of thoughtful and intelligent and funny. I thought to myself, I'm not even going to waste my time with you, love. Frankly, if that's what you thought of him.
You just walked away.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even bother talking to her.
No, you were just
didn't even waste
it.
my time with her.
If she thinks that bloke is not only great looking, funny and intelligent, and she got on well, and he was polite, and it was a chance meeting, and he thought, and she thought that you were like a freaky looking dork who didn't even have the nerve to speak.
That is what
she thinks, then
I don't want to know her.
I couldn't. You walked away, and good luck to you.
And I have my dignity intact.
Yes, and she's nothing. Oh look, you're actually a little bit stressed there, aren't you? Because you had a drink last night, didn't you?
I had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
I was down at Steve's night. He was doing a bit of DJ.
Yeah.
Went down a storm.
And that's why you're all grumpy.
What? Do you hear what he just said?
What?
I was DJing last night. Obviously that XFM evening.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. My friend and I split the time on the decks.
Yeah.
What was the word you just used?
He went down a storm.
We went down a storm. Right, 3 girls, I was walking to the toilets during my set. 3 girls went, you are a genius. Right? What's his name? Dane Bowers?
Why?
Zane Lowe?
Because you played records in a certain order.
Yes. Sorry, Rick, if you can't deal with that. Sorry if you're a little bit jealous, because this time you can't share the award. All right?
Dear.
But it was my credit this time.
You can tell he hasn't been a DJ. Because it's not just about...
It's not just about that.
The songs you play, it's the way you play them.
The way you play them, whether it's 33 or 45, very important.
Yeah, leave your hand on them as they're trying to go round.
But so 3 girls there, charmed by me, they loved it.
Yeah.
Zane Lowe, XFM DJ and MTV presenter, probably one of the coolest blokes alive. He came up, gave us massive respect. He said, I'm loving your set. He actually used those words, right? There were people coming up, they couldn't believe their luck. It was roaring. We'd stick on a track, people would cheer as it came on, right? My particular favourite, Carl, I think you'll agree, my particular triumvirate, LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out, leading straight into House of Pain, Jump Around, then straight into that current Elvis track that's been re-released, remixed by Junkie XL. I played the original, which I'd already played on XFM before. I'm already there, cutting edge.
Yeah.
Right?
3 old tracks, you mean?
3 old tracks.
In a row?
Yep. And, I think the words that would best sum it up are, I kicked ass.
Great.
Rick. All right?
Well, I'm going to be kicking some ass today.
But, Rick, I just need to mention something quickly to you. When did I last see you? I saw you yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because we went up to Edinburgh yesterday. We were very nicely invited to go and talk at the Edinburgh International Television Festival. It was quite a big deal. We went up there and we were interviewed. And Ricky chose to go on the train because it takes like 4 hours, 4.5 hours or something on the train.
Yeah.
But it's quite leisurely. It's quite sort of gentlemanly thing to do.
Yeah.
I opted to go for the plane option and fly up there.
More modern.
Exactly. And they bankrolled that. They paid for it all. And that was all very nice. And as I recall, when I last saw you, we got a cab, didn't we? And you asked if you could get the cab to drop you off at the train station.
Yeah.
And then it took me on to the airport.
Yeah.
Did I? Now that was before. The last time I saw you was before I got to the airport and missed my flight, wasn't it? Because
Really?
I had to drop you off
That's
in the
not
centre of
true.
town. Yeah, no, that was just before I had to pay £165 to upgrade to another
How
ticket.
did you not tell me that in the last hour?
£165, Ricky, I had to pay because we dropped you off at the train station. So, I mean, do you want to go halves on that, or what do you want? How do you want to deal with that? How do you want to sort that whole mess out?
Why were you late?
Why was I late? Because we dropped you off in the centre of Edinburgh, and do you know how hard it is to get out of Edinburgh in rush hour traffic?
But it was only 3 minutes away, so you'd have missed it anyway.
No, because if we'd gone the other direction, it would have been 20 minutes. It took me like an hour to get to the airport. And I got there, and the plane had already left, and the cabbie was just laughing. He was saying, we're never going to make it. He goes, you were a religious man, you better start praying. I thought he was being facetious. He was absolutely right. £165.
But hold on, why didn't he tell you that when he picked up at
Well, it makes you wonder.
4:15?
It makes you wonder. So obviously, I'm a little bit annoyed. Because you know I'm not a man who likes to sort of spend unnecessarily.
But wait, this is not my fault, because you were there when we made that decision. I didn't impose this on you. We both decided that might be... It's both our fault. I mean, it's no one's fault.
It's both our fault. That's fair. That's all I wanted to hear. It's both our fault. Therefore, it's both our financial obligation.
No.
£165. Just split that in half. Write a cheque, Rick. Write a cheque. It's fine. I trust you. You know.
Phone in. I think everyone. This is.
You're clearly
obvious.
irresponsible.
No, of course I'm not. If you share a cab and then one person's lucky enough to not be late and one person is unlucky enough, and that's what it is, bad luck. I don't think you share the obligation.
But
Phone, it's a moral dilemma, this, isn't it?
But it's more than that, though, isn't it? Because let's be honest.
What?
Even if you had known that I was going to get there late, you'd have wanted me to hang around just so you weren't left around waiting for a train on the road.
No, because I got there...
you get bored sitting there, so you'd have wanted me to at least got in that cab.
I got there way too early. I actually got there I was there about 30 minutes
so
early.
You made it fine then, that was...
Well, exactly, so I mean, I sacrificed me hanging around for half an hour so you could get it at 4:15. And the other thing is this, you were going to get it at 4:15 anyway.
Yeah, but I would, if I'd gone the other direction and not dropped you off in the centre, I would have been there in time.
Wow, would we? Would we?
Well,
is that
yes.
true? Wow. Only God knows.
Well, and the cabbie. What I mentioned it to. So,
I'll tell you what will cheer you up. I'll tell you what's better than 80 quid. I'll tell you what's better than, shall I?
Go on.
Music.
What, are you paying the whole 165?
Listen.
Yeah. What about, are you a fan of any of the great English operas? Like, The Pirates of Penzance?
Yeah. Gilbert and Sullivan. To me, Gilbert and Sullivan were like probably their day equivalent of like Richard Stilgoe getting together with Tony Slattery. And then 100 years later people go, it's brilliant. It is like, they might as well, I don't know, make any episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right, yeah.
Into an opera, and in 200 years' time we're going, that's genius.
Yeah.
Listen to this one, look, this is Party Quirks. It's amazing. What an amazing show this is. Shake. Oh, chimpanzees at Monkey News!
Excellent. So, Monkey News time on XFM. Karl Pilkington, the man in the hot seat. Karl, what have you got for us?
Okay, Monkey News this week. We've covered a lot of stuff.
We have indeed.
Now, do you know, like, there's places where you can go for, like, weekend rests and stuff,
Sure.
and you relax, you sit in a little spa, you might have a swim and stuff. Mm. Well, they've got a place done for monkeys.
Of course they have.
Right, they can go there, they relax, forget about all the stuff they've got going on in their head. They can have a manicure.
Right.
Got nice meals.
It's not called a manicure though, it's called a chimpacure.
Beauty treatments.
Yeah.
Right, they look good and stuff.
Yeah, well, look good, feel good, yeah.
Now, you might think, well, that's pretty normal.
Well.
The bit I haven't told you about is actually run by a couple of chimps.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! You're a maniac!
Right.
Oh, for Christ! Oh.
Let's just...
That's like coming a chimp.
Let's just...
Of course it's not.
No, it is, because think about it, right?
No, not think about it. What do you mean? Yes, it is. Of course, it's not run by a couple of chimps. What do they do? Get a loan?
Right. If a chimp wants to have a rest,
Yeah.
where would you go to? A place that's run by humans that don't know what chimps' needs are?
No. My point
good is this? How did they get it together? How did the two chimps, Mr. and Mrs. Chimp, went for a lunch and said, I'll tell you what we need, a spa.
I think it started off quite simple, right? Just basic stuff.
But they've expanded over time because it's become so popular.
It's gone mental down there.
Sure.
They've all heard about it. Now, the thing is, the problem is this, right? That isn't even the top and bottom of it, right?
Oh, Christ.
The problem is, it's been going on and on and on, right? It's been earning a lot of money and stuff. The monkeys are happy. The monkeys that go there are loving it. They're telling friends and stuff. They're all coming to it. Now, the problem is, it's this little monkey, little man monkey and a little woman monkey, right?
Yeah.
They were sort of girlfriend and boyfriend.
Sort of. It's an open relationship. They can play around if they want.
Well, the problem is they're not married, right? Now,
trouble brewing.
The lad monkey, fella monkey, he's getting quite old.
Mm.
And the problem is, because it's his name that's down on all the stuff.
All the forms. Let him finish.
I'm getting scared now.
Let him finish.
It's his name on the business. And the problem is his missus is kind of like, what's going to happen?
Sure.
Where are you getting this from?
Internet.
Oh, I don't know where to start.
No.
This is the...
Can we just hear the end?
This is ridiculous.
So the problem is, the
female monkey is worried that the male monkey
she's worried. What's going to happen with the business? What's going to happen?
Of course.
Right now.
What do you mean the business?
The health
That isn't
spa.
a business. It's a joke.
Rick, you're not listening. His name's on the form. The male monkey's name is in his name.
Now the problem is, the woman monkey has got some kids, but because they're not blood relatives, it's not going to be handed down to them. And the court,
they're kids from a previous monkey marriage.
Yeah,
right.
So that they're not going to get it. Let me just check this out.
Yeah, otherwise you don't want to check the facts. Otherwise you could look like a twat spouting shit on the radio. Please check the facts for scientific security.
And they're just a bit worried because they're saying that the people in Ohio, which is where they've got the little health thing going on.
So that makes it more believable that it's Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you meant it was Berkshire, in which case it would be rubbish.
It looks like the local people are trying to get in there. They've seen the success of it.
Sure.
And they're trying to go in and take it over and stuff.
Yeah.
So...
Give me the piece of paper.
Throw it away. Play a record. That's the worst one I've ever heard. And there's something wrong with you. You're educationally subnormal.
Final tune from us. Tim Buckley. Lovely song called Wings. Back next week?
Yeah.
Yeah. See you, Carl.
We've still got, If Only It Was Raining, and, What's Tomato With You? Coldplay, The Scientist on XFM 104.9. Right. Competition, isn't it?
No, it's Educating Ricky Part 2.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I wasn't even listening. He's doing all the work, I wasn't even listening. I want to spill some water down that. Right, what's this one again then?
Right.
What's the teaser headline?
Teaser headline is, What's Tomato With You?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
Go on.
How excited were you when you came up with that? You couldn't wait to come in and tell us, could you?
I think it's a good one because you won't forget it now, will you? I mean, like the worm one. What's so special about the worm?
A lot of people think that if you cut a worm in half, two worms will grow, but no. What happens is if you cut the head end slightly nearer the tail than the tail will die, but the worm with the head will be okay. So, it's exploded a myth and taught me something. Right, so the second one, part 2 of Educating Ricky. What's Tomato With You? Yeah. What this one's about is, ages ago... It's scientific. There's never a date. There's never a country, a location. Okay, settle down, children. This is A-level history. Right. Once upon a time. Yeah. When a mental place with swords was a king. Forget his name, but he was a loony. So, and it was literally ages ago. Yeah. So, good luck in the exam. Yeah. Right. So, alright, many years ago. Oh, yeah, cleared that up. Go on. They thought tomatoes were poisonous. Right? Okay. Because what hold on, are they going to be proved wrong at the end of this story? Well, because I don't want to give away the ending, but is it something to do with are they poisonous tomatoes? No. Oh, you're having a laugh. I don't believe it. Go on. They're going to be eating tomatoes all this time. Oh, Steve, what's tomato with you anyway?
Okay, so wait a minute.
What's
Let's just
tomato
recap quickly. Many years ago, when people thought tomatoes were poisonous.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well, they didn't know they were poisonous then because they were still eating them. But what was happening?
Well, they're not.
But they're not poisonous.
But hang on a minute.
All right, and it's not. I'm just going to listen. I'm not even going to talk.
I'm not going to tackle anymore.
So, if you remember, years ago they didn't have like pottery plates. they had lead plates, right?
What are you talking?
Just let him talk.
Sorry, what year is this?
Let him talk.
Come on.
Plates made out of lead, and what they'd end up doing, they'd say, right, do you want a tomato? And they'd go, yeah, all right. And they'd put the tomato on the lead plate and cut it. And because of the acid in the tomato, right, it would sort of make the lead runny, and the lead would go into the tomato, and they'd say, oh, it's lovely this, and they'd be eating it. They'd get food poisoning, lead poisoning, what have you, and they'd be really ill. So they thought tomatoes were poisonous, so they didn't eat them for many years.
And when you say they, do you mean the people of Narnia?
Yeah, this didn't happen.
Where was this happening?
Sort of in Britain and that.
You put him on the spot there. Oh, I hope there's no uppity pupils at this school when they go, what do you mean, sir? Oh, if you're going to... Oh, I'm fed up with you.
Do you understand?
No.
So the
No, you've got... No, right, okay, first of all, Carl, where'd you get this information from?
Where did
14
I get
times
that?
as well?
Do you know...
You can't remember.
I don't know where I got that from. I don't know where I got it from. But why don't you think that makes sense?
But what? Someone once got lead poisoning from a tomato?
Not just one, loads, and then all of a sudden... No.
Why is this educating me?
Because I'm telling you that tomatoes...
I can't take anything away from this. I don't know what to take away from this. What have I learned? What have I learned? Don't mix lead with tomatoes. Why is this educational in any shape or form? What are you telling me? A long time ago in the land of Glunk, right, where the ninnies did slib, right, they thought tomatoes were poisonous because they ate plates of lead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we all know tomatoes aren't poisonous.
Is that what we're taking from the story? Is that the moral of the story? Don't believe these people that I'd never heard of before. What are you talking about, Carl?
I think it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
These the same people that were spreading those malicious worm rumours.
My hangover's coming back. I've got to get some water. Play a record that was rubbish.
That Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins.
Is that
a
true?
concern for you?
Is that true?
Apparently so.
Why?
Dunno.
Like it's easy to stack.
This is what the guy in the Sun has said. That should be interesting. That should be his comment on Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins. Is that should be interesting for meatballs. Ricky's just collapsed on the floor. Let's just play a song, Carl. I don't think even you can top that.
Cooper Temple Claws. Who needs enemies? Good question, lads. Nobody. Sex FM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Oh, they should print a little book of those. They're great. Oh, how you can relate any song or artist to anything else.
Easy.
Joyful.
Easy. Well, yeah, so me and Carl went out for a beer, and it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, enjoyed myself.
We started off,
good.
and you met my mate Robin, didn't you?
Yeah.
And some of the stories. Do you want to tell Steve some things about Robin that you learned?
Do you know him well?
Yes.
Well, do you know about his worm problem as a kid?
Go on.
Right. What I can remember is he had worms as a kid. Not sure how you get them. He never answered me. He was getting a bit touchy about it.
Right.
This is like the second time I met him. I think he was a bit annoyed that Ricky told me about his problem.
What
Yes.
now? Straight away, you not being there, instinctively, what do you think went on with this story about worms?
My suspicion is rather like when you told a group of people that Robin had once suckled milk from a cow's udder.
Yeah.
Did he mention that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. My suspicion is that, like the cow story, the worm story is not true.
But
And
why would he get so sort of uppity about it?
Well, imagine if that wasn't the first time he'd done it. Imagine if he did that every single time he was with somebody for the first time and Robin was just met them. He will tell that story to anyone.
But they do say there's no smoke without fire.
Poor
I also told him that the way Robin cured these worms was because the doctor told his mother, right, to hold a piece of ham or cheese near Robin's anus so the worms would come out for the food, and he believed it.
I'll tell you why, though.
I said to Robin used to sit on spam to try and get the worms out, and he believed it.
But Steve, right, do you remember that story about 3 or 4 years ago where there was some bloke in the army? He went away to somewhere, Vietnam or whatever. He was messing about in the woods.
Messing about in the woods? Shouldn't he have been fighting?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right, and he walked through some lake, and I think he'd cut his toe or something on something, and some worm of some sort crawled in the gash.
Yeah.
And it was in his body, and the doctor said, we've got to get this out of your body. So what they did was, they said, right, the thinnest part or something of your body that things can crawl through is on the top of your head. So they wrapped
where the skull is.
So they wrapped some bacon.
No, they didn't.
They did. That's
right.
Thing. Everyone...
So he's gone in via the toe. So what we do is, I'll tell you what, that worm's probably heading straight for the head. We'll put a bit of bacon on it. The thinnest part of the body is the skull. Of course, it's not the thinnest part of the body. It's where your brain case is, isn't it? It's the skull.
There was a reason for it. And it was like they stuck some bacon on his head. And
as ever, the vital piece of information, i.e. the reason, Karl seems to have forgotten.
Because the worm was in his body, and they said everyone likes the smell of bacon.
Including worms.
Even a Vietnamese lake worm. They love bacon.
Remember last week when I said about the little fella with the bone with no brain, and you were proved wrong?
No. We were saying it wasn't a little fella. We were saying it was a stillborn child. It wasn't a little fella.
You're changing it now. You weren't having any of it last week.
Right, hang on a minute. I'm getting confused. There was a Vietnamese snake that went inside of a soldier.
A little, like, maggot or some sort that you have to get out of your body because it causes problems.
Yes, and so in order to get it out of the body, they strapped bacon to his head.
Yeah.
That is great. This doctor.
And did that work?
I think so. They had a picture of him smiling.
Oh, God, what, the worm or the bloke?
The bloke.
Oh, dear.
Honestly, I hope someone knows the story. And
right.
It was about 3 years ago, I reckon.
Okay.
And, yeah, it did work.
GI bacon.
So this is why
so what, the worm burrowed out of his head to get the bacon?
Get to the bacon.
Right. That's great.
So this is why when Robin was telling his story, I was a little bit disappointed if it wasn't true.
Right.
Because in a way,
you know, Robin's never been to Vietnam.
No, but what do you really think that Robin? Well, as Robin said at the time, Karl, why would I sit on ham then tell Ricky Gervais? It's a very good point.
Because if he was a kid, you do daft things like that as a kid.
Right.
He is the telling Ricky Gervais, though.
Yeah. And then, oh, bless him.
Okay.
And then anyway, Robin left, and I tried to chase him, but he got away. And he knows that and then we had a few pints, and then Karl embarked on some of the greatest stories ever told. Can you tell the story about your dad?
Let me run it by. I haven't spoke to him all week, so let me run it by him.
Okay, play records.
Because
what we got?
We've got one of Steve's.
Yeah, well, bizarrely enough, this comes from the Teachers 2 soundtrack, the soundtrack to the current TV series. There's a slight whiff of nepotism in the air.
Yeah.
Rick, would you like to explain why?
Well, that's why you're doing it. No, my girlfriend worked on it, but
yeah.
You were going to play this anyway, weren't you?
Well, I was actually. Bizarrely enough, I was going to play some I Am Clute, and this is from, as I say, the Teachers soundtrack. This is called To You. It's a good track. That's I Am Clute, a track called To You from the Teachers soundtrack. That's also got, I noticed the Electric Soft Parade, The Hives, Star Sailor, Feeder, Turin Breaks, Mercury Rev on there. It's a good little collection.
Lovely. Karl has just had confirmation. He's looking smug because someone phoned up and went, it is true. It's a Laogai chi worm. He's paying for Father's Day. He's paying for the cottage that he's going away with his dad.
Are you really, Karl?
Yeah.
Right. Well, there's no way of us proving if that's true or not.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you could be lying.
But why would I do that?
Well, because you want to show off.
I didn't do it on air. You mentioned it. I don't want people to know how generous I am. Just do it. Just get on with it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like charity work and that.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'd have thought that you wouldn't have fallen for Father's Day. I'd have thought you'd have known that it was like...
Well, we don't. I mean, to be honest, there's a bit of a coincidence because I paid for it anyway and it just happens to fall on on Father's Day, right?
But don't
and my
buy a
dad's
card.
not normally that bothered.
Don't fall for it. I mean, obviously that and Mother's Day and a plethora of other things were, I mean, literally invented by card companies to make more money.
I know.
Yeah.
That's I mean, my dad always says don't get him a card or anything. Because he hates it. With all these things that I'd like, you know, rip-off times, really, just ripping people off.
Yeah.
So it sounds a bit stingy, that.
Well, no, I mean, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. It's just, because fellas aren't bothered about getting cards anyway, are they? But the other thing that he noticed, you know, helping out the flower companies, the Princess Diana thing, when she...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus. God.
So when
Carl, what do you mean? What do you mean?
That's what he said. He said, "Oh,
I nearly swore then because I was. You surprise me all the time.
No, I'm
but
just,
that is incredible.
Sorry, what? I don't understand. What are you talking about?
All the flowers that were sort of sold that day,
right? Or for people to leave as a commemoration? Or
yeah, they made a mint, didn't they?
Who did?
Flower companies.
Right. So what are you saying?
He was just saying, you know, makes you wonder.
What? Whether
about what?
Whether it was in the floor or behind the hit.
Oh.
So it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy by the flower companies.
I would love to see you and your dad just sitting at home watching a bit of Channel 5 when apes go mental, right? With your roast dinner.
When's that on?
And then talk like, well, yeah, well, you know, kill Diana, don't you? Flower company's son. Right, quite right, Dad, you're not wrong. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not, you know, I'm just saying, it's like you were saying about the cards, you know, on Father's Day and that. It's just a bit,
too much of a
bit weird.
Too much of a coincidence.
I'd be interested to see sort of, you know, like the business graph.
Sure. Yeah.
On how the companies were doing, then suddenly.
Yeah. Yeah. But then by the same token, Elton John, you know, he had the biggest selling hit record, didn't he, off the back of that? I mean, so, is he incriminated as well?
If you want, I mean...
It's a conspiracy theory you've not kind of analysed terribly closely. You've put it out there, and if people maybe who are investigating want to kind of add that into their inquiries, then they can.
Yeah.
Sure.
But, no, that's all I'm saying. I'm just, you know... Because it's always the same thing, innit? Like, I was out shopping the other day, you know, treating Suzanne like I do. You know, I like spending money and that.
Yeah.
I was in W.H. Smith's.
Yeah. Oh, classy. Was it a big birthday? Was it? Was it a 30th?
No, I was getting a.
Was it 2 biros for the price of 1?
I was getting a card for my dad for Father's Day anyway, because I'm seeing him.
Yeah.
Big Toblerone.
Yeah.
There was a giant
who is it who said Father's Day? They love a Toblerone.
I've never understood Toblerone because the only time I see Toblerone is in airports, right, and minibars. That is what the small Toblerone is for the minibar in a hotel, 3-star upwards, and the big Toblerone.
Well, the big Toblerone is a gift, isn't it? It can only be a gift. You wouldn't buy a big Toblerone for yourself.
Yeah, a duty-free gift. The Toblerone. It's next to you know, Chanel No. 5 Toblerone and a bear.
But who specifically would you be buying that Toblerone for?
I don't know.
Someone who's clearly never had it before and would think it was interesting novelty.
Yeah.
Well, this gift's interesting.
I'll tell you what, though, Toblerone is brilliant. I mean, if whoever makes that, if they want to send sort of, you know, some Toblerones, I mean, I will eat Toblerone.
Well, yeah. I think very much the same about, I think very much the same about fags.
And of course...
cigarettes. If you've got any boxes of cigarettes
and,
that you don't want, you know, duty-free or whatever, send them.
I'd just like to say that, in no way do I endorse Carl's dad's theory that flower companies were behind the death of Diana.
No.
Maybe I could say that on air as well, just to save any complaints.
I'll tell you what, though, talking about fag packets and that...
Sir Isaac Newton, the father of modern physics, he went, is he the fellow with the apple? I went, yeah. He went, there again, see? Why do I need to know that the Earth sucks us towards it, gravity? He said, if I was floating around, it would be a problem. I'd ask his opinion. I went, what about Einstein? He went, again, I've never needed... And this is what he said, I've never needed MC squared in my life. The fella who invented the video, I watch one a day.
You know what I mean, though? Give credit where credit's due.
Right.
And I think that a lot of this stuff that was invented, like when we were talking about inventions, you know, I started to look in books and that, finding stuff out. And there was some fella who got a mention on an invention site just because he came up with the fishbowl. And it's like, is it that hard?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's clearly a battle.
Sorry, you're not putting him in the same category as Newton and Einstein, are you?
He was on the same list. Einstein was on there. It was saying about him doing that, and Newton with the apple, and who else was in there? Da Vinci, whatever. He was
Leonardo
on there.
da Vinci.
Yeah. Is he the one who did Mona Lisa as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it took him 12 years to paint the lips. I don't think that's that good. Like, it takes that long. I saw, you know, when you think, saw Tony Hart do like an Aborigine man with a elephant in the background in about 3 minutes.
Aborigine. An Aborigine?
Well,
really? An elephant?
So what about some of the big names?
Well,
Just
go on,
what's your first reaction when I say some big names from history?
Go on.
Gandhi.
Again, what did he do?
Good point.
Right.
Good point.
Okay.
Good point.
But yeah, all right. Do you understand what he represents?
Well, go on, tell me, and then I'll tell you if he deserves to
But you
be
know,
mentioned.
his whole kind of attitude towards peaceful protest, you know, it's quite a sort of modern idea, you know, very much the forefather of, you know, the 60s movement, you know, where people would sort of sit in, you know, and protest, you know, for a song perhaps.
Steve. Right, look at the glazed look on his face.
Did I lose him on Gandhi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just,
Pick
it's
someone
not...
else, do someone else.
Pick someone else, okay.
all right.
Someone you know about that's obviously, let's think, a great thinker. Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
Right, yeah, he's alright.
Brilliant, thanks. What about
Jesus Christ?
Well, I'm thinking more your modern day, like your Richard Bransons and that. Who,
Okay.
like, you know...
To be fair, I wouldn't put Branson up there with Gandhi.
Christ, Newton,
Christ.
Einstein?
But why?
Stephen Hawking.
Because he's mainly known for having a beard and a funny jumper. To be honest,
I'll tell you something I do know,
Go on.
right? But I can't really get a question out of it.
Go on, just tell us.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already good, isn't
I'm loving it
No,
already.
right? There's a shadow, I think it was in America,
Yeah.
and it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston, that's what you mentioned.
Okay.
Right.
No.
Somewhere like Boston, and people at night used to see this shadow moving about, and they'd go, what's that? Right? And it got known, the town, the little local town got known for this shadow, but it didn't cause any problems. People
What are you
used to-
talking about?
Well, it was like,
You lost me.
What are you talking
no,
about?
do you know, like some places get famous, like Scotland's got the Loch Ness Monster and that, but
No,
it doesn't
go
cause
on,
any.
yeah.
But it doesn't cause any problems.
Doesn't exist, go on.
Right, so there's this shadow walking about on the road.
What do you mean? No, what's he... Again, rubbish.
Right, so he's walking
Nonsense.
about.
Where did you read this? Where did you
He's
see
walking
this?
about. This was on the internet, and I'm
Oh,
sure.
sorry. Sorry.
Right.
I thought it was shite. I didn't know it was on the internet.
Right, so this shadow is moving about, and
Independently of an object.
yeah, and the local mayor and that is like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not harming anyone.
The mayor involved.
Was he elected to that post?
Hey, Mayor, we got a problem down here. Seems like a shadow. Well, it's not causing any. No, it's
Is
just
it causing any problems?
yeah. Go on.
But that's the thing. It was left for years, and then it did start causing problems.
I see, that's it. If you leave these shadows to go unchecked, Rick, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You let them run amok in the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
You've got to stand
What
down
did it do?
on
What did it
Roman
do?
shadows.
What did the shadow do?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
Here's your point again. I was just a bit bemused.
You see, it's a tricky one. All I'm saying is, right, there I was at the pub quiz. I go to the toilet, not thinking about anything. I try to go, right? There's a little gay fella next to me.
I love this little gay fella.
Now, the weird thing is, there's nothing stopping him having a little glance, right? Because he's allowed in the fella's toilet.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not allowed to go into the woman's toilet and have a little look round.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, should they have another toilet area?
What, for gay people?
Yeah.
And so this would be gay men and lesbians? Is that going to complicate things?
Well, I mean, I can only assume. I mean, to what point? I'll ask you a question, right? If you're intimidated, that's a shame. But you know, most gay men aren't looking at you're a knob. You know that.
What do you mean?
I can only say that 99.9% of gay men who use a urinal standing next to what they assume is a heterosexual man aren't looking at his knob.
What they're doing then?
They're emptying their bladder.
No, but the thing is,
I can't talk.
You're saying like, you know, about would you have one toilet for lesbian women and gay fellas, right?
What does that mean? Would it be mixed? Would it just be? Would it have a man on one? That's heterosexual man. One little picture of a woman, the other, and then what? What would the little icon be?
A man and a woman.
A man and a woman.
Just having a chat.
Yeah. In pink and Doc
But you couldn't mix them, because then what would happen is you'd get people who are going, oh, I'll play up to this a bit.
Or pretend to be gay.
And yeah, you know, sort of grow a moustache and shave their head.
And pretend to be a lesbian.
Right. Yeah. So I see. So you know, people pretending to be gay so they could go in and have a look at the lesbians.
Yeah.
Right. So that would mean that we need 4 cubicles now, would we?
Yeah. No, this is fine. 4 cubicles.
So every pub
How
now.
many toilets do we need?
Every pub's now got 4 toilets.
Oh, Carl, bisexuals.
Yeah. Now, interesting.
Bisexuals. How many toilets do we need now? Call the council.
Do you use any?
Huh?
No.
No, because they're interested in everything, aren't they?
Because the little bisexual fellow will be looking at your knob.
Right. With them, what you do, you just have a door, you open it, and there's one urinal there, so you can't get a queue. They have to sort of wait.
I just thought that, well, why can't there just be a thing between the urinals so no one can look at anyone else's knob?
Wait a minute. Just to go back to Ricky's point, what stops, even if we've got the toilet for gay men, what stops the gay men who want to have a look at your willy going in the regular toilet and pretending that they're straight?
Most men don't wear gay across their head.
Exactly.
They don't have a tattoo. There's no branding yet in the British house where they have to declare.
So we're going to have to expand this. So we've all got to carry identity.
Do you know
cards.
you can see a gay, can you? Coming a mile off. No?
No, I'll just hold it in next time.
No. Can you tell gay men? Do you know a gay man?
I'd say probably if you did if you lined some people up and said point them out, I reckon I'd get.
But hold on, we're not talking about people dressed in leather with the arse cut out and an handlebar moustache.
Yeah.
We're talking about the everyday non-seen.
Of course.
Yeah, but I mean, suppose I put you in a room and there was 10 naked men, right?
Yeah.
And there's 5 gay men and 5 hetero. Could you walk along that line looking at those gay...
Am I naked?
No, you don't have to be naked. Why would you have to be naked?
To catch them out.
Play a record!
How would you catch them out?
No, don't go into it. Don't go into it. Play a record.
Ooh, those boys can rock there. That's the Guns with All Their Roses and Sweet Child of Mine.
On XFM 104.9.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was good.
It rocks.
I hope the audience was playing it loud like us.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Well, look at him yawning. How rude is that?
Carl, what's wrong with you, man? Have you been up late?
A little bit.
Girlfriend was away, wasn't she, yesterday?
Yeah, I always have a problem with that. I always have, because you don't go to bed, do you, early? Do you know what I mean? You sort of think, I just always find that thing that if, you're used to living with someone, one of you will go, let's go to bed, then you'll go, all right. But when you're on your own, you go,
You just forget to go to bed.
I just stay up.
Okay, stop eating now, Carl. You've ate all the food. That's just a plate. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I stayed up and watched, there was a thing on about Dracula.
Right. What, Dracula?
And I found a flaw in it.
Go on.
Not the fact that he's the living dead and and drinks blood to stay alive and he doesn't reflect
and he can
in
turn into a
mirrors.
bat.
Well,
and you can go on.
The mirror thing, you can't look in mirrors, can he?
Well, he can look in mirrors, but he can't see himself in a mirror.
Yeah. That still doesn't work.
Go on. It doesn't work at all, Carl. It doesn't work at all.
Go on. No.
Well,
centre parting's always really neat.
His centre parting's always really
how does he do it if he can't look in the mirror?
Blood on the floor or something it was called. Rubbish.
I love the flaw in the Dracula film is that his centre parting's too neat. How did he do it without a mirror? Oh.
Was it a documentary about Dracula?
No,
yeah,
there was
the real Dracula.
Yeah, the real Dracula.
It's just a film. It had blood on the floor or something. It's called.
Yeah.
It's rubbish.
We had a little lunch yesterday, didn't we?
We did indeed. That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
I hate going out with you two.
I was explaining to Carl, right? I like to excite Carl's imagination, right? And if it involves chimps or monkeys, all the better. Brains he likes, parts of the body, deformity,
You know, I know where to, you know, what buttons to push. And I told him about this thing. I don't know if any of you out there know about this, but there's an experiment they did in the 50s, a clinical psychology experiment where there's your two hemispheres of the brain, okay? They're joined by a thing called the corpus callosum, right? Which is just a little flap of skin, like a little scarlet lead that joins your two hemispheres. And what they did, they cut that in half, and they thought it was a cure for schizophrenia, but what it turned out to be, or epilepsy, I think, I can't remember, was that your two sides of your brains didn't function together. You couldn't get information. I was telling Karl all this thing, and one of the things I told him was that they did it on a monkey, and it fought itself over a nut. Like its right arm was connected, you know, by its left lobe of the brain, and it was fighting over itself. And Karl went, instead of like thinking this is amazing experiment, he went, would it have been happy if you'd given it two nuts?
Yeah, I know. Well, you started off by explaining it, and I remember you mentioned, because I was watching the two of you as you were describing it to me, you said, of course, one side of the brain deals with symbolism, and as you said the word symbolism, I noticed Karl drift away from looking at you, pick up his mobile phone, and start pressing buttons randomly. And I thought it was the word symbolism that got him. And I noticed it took you just a moment longer. And I think the first thing you said was, when did I lose you?
Yeah, I knew I'd lost him.
It's extraordinary. And he doesn't even try to disguise it.
I said nomenclature at one point as well.
Right, yeah.
And I knew I was dicey with death there.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But I told you tried to look it up, didn't you, on the web? You didn't find anything about it, did you?
The spelling of it's, what is it again? What's the word?
Corpus callosum.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
No, no point. Yeah. Don't bother.
Give up.
Don't bother.
Give up.
So if anyone knows any interesting facts about that,
but yours hasn't been cut in half, has it, Karl? That would, again.
What else have we got? There's an elephant in India with sore feet.
Why? There's an elephant in India with sore feet.
I'm interested. Why?
Tap dancing?
Why?
So, I didn't really
He's trying to break Roy Castle's record. He's still going.
Go on. What is it? Think.
It's an elephant, and it was really old. It was about 76.
Right.
And it had sore feet because it's old, and
they don't make stair
and
lifts
the
that big, do they?
roads are bad and that.
Yeah, go
on. So they said, what are we going to do? And the town was like, oh, you know, we're used to seeing it around. It's part of the thing, you know, we don't want it to have sore feet. Yeah. So they got some slippers made for it. And it had like a picture of the elephant looking happy wearing some slippers.
I love him! I love Karl, his world! Where did you see this picture?
That was on the internet.
Right.
That's a lesson, though, for any elephants listening. You know, don't wear stilettos to work every day, because it can do your feet in.
So that
but don't elephants have really bad memories?
No, they have really good memories.
Oh, do they?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good then. No, I just thought they'd forget where they put them. I thought there was something about elephants having bad memories and that.
It goes on, where's my slippers? Yeah. I'm sure I left them by the test.
So sorry, there's an elephant walking around wearing slippers?
Yeah, that's in India.
What kind of slippers? Those sort of old man ones with the sort of checkered
round
design.
ones, I imagine.
Yeah.
Big round ones. Another holiday?
Well, it wasn't holiday.
Well, it was. You had 5 days off work. Why isn't it holiday? You had 5 days not working for a living. You know how many days holiday gets a year now? 29.
Oh, that's more than teachers, isn't it?
It makes me sick.
Well, I know the kind of hours you work, Rick. It's mad. I mean, if you're not in work by midday, you're furious.
No, but I mean, I'm always...
29's normal for the normal working person.
Yeah, but, you know...
And anyway, it wasn't a proper holiday. I went to see my mum and dad. It's nice to see them and everything, but it's not holiday, is it?
Right.
It's not going away. It's not getting on a plane, is it? Going away.
Oh, is that definitely a holiday? What happened before 1950?
I don't know.
People used to go... Yeah, exactly. People used to go to Blackpool or Brighton. That was holiday.
Yeah, but I didn't
Where did you go?
I went to Wales.
There you go. Lovely holiday. Lovely holiday. Have a holiday in Wales. That's what they say, innit? Come to Wales and have a holiday. That's what they say, innit? So come to Wales and meet your parents. Come to Wales and have a lovely holiday.
Right. Well, anyway, it was good and that. It's always good to see him. Right?
Yeah.
But
week off work.
Do you know, like my mum likes gnomes and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course she does. She's lived with one for 30 years.
She said, you know, get your dad to take us to this park where they've got like, you know, 6-foot gnomes and stuff, right? Have a walk about.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Sounds like a living nightmare.
Keep an eye on Karl.
Yeah.
So anyway,
he stood still for 2 minutes. Someone bought him.
No. You can't buy them and that. It's like a little exhibition thing,
yeah.
Right? And it's part of a hall, right? This big hall that you have to pay to get in. But we didn't want to see the hall. I just wanted to see the gnomes.
Of course you did, yeah.
So anyway, my dad says, yeah, well, we can get in there for free.
Of course he did.
Clever.
Right? So we parked up on this little country lane, right? No one about.
How much was it to go in? Like £2?
About £3 each.
Yeah.
But he said, well, yeah, but if you don't have to pay, do you know what I mean? You enjoy it even more, don't you, when you're walking about and you think, I've got this £3 in my pocket, no one's having it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, looking over sort of for a bloke with a peak hat saying, can I see your ticket, please? I wouldn't enjoy it more, no. Go on.
Yeah, but you don't worry about it, do you?
You got a bit of money now then, Rick. You've changed.
So anyway, so we had to walk across about 4 fields.
For £3!
Right, and what happened was, we're walking through all these fields and what have you, big grass and muddy bits and all that, 'cause it'd been raining, and climbing over fences and stuff. And we're in this field, right, and I look to my right, and there's about 30 cows all staring at us, right? And Suzanne started to panic a bit. She said, we shouldn't be here. Dad says, of course we can, we're allowed to go wherever we want, you know, all this land, it's ramblers' rights and all that stuff.
Yeah. And take a cow if you want, unattended. Serves him right for leaving him in the field unattended. I'm having one. And
so
keep us fed for a week.
Anyway, these cows start surrounding us.
Surrounding us.
And,
oh, brilliant.
Oh, no.
Face off.
And Suzanne's panicking, going, this isn't right. We're not going to make it to the fence in time. They're moving faster than us, and he started sort of running a bit.
Wow.
And
it's like some kind of bovine West Side Story. A gang of cows coming at you.
Don't worry about it and stuff. But my dad had to sort of stand there and like wave a stick at him.
Of course.
And we got away, but Suzanne was like having a bit of a sweat on.
Got away.
Saying, we could have got killed.
Sure.
And my dad saying, no, it never happens. And I just wondered if it does, if there's a risk of...
Yeah, it is rare, but there's been a couple of cases of being trampled by cows. They're not aggressive, they sort of run through you. Well, they're aggressive if they've got a calf.
Did they have kids?
What?
You had kids with them?
Kids, yeah. That's goats you're thinking of. Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to sneak into the gnome thing, and they were worried that, like, if too many people did it, and they thought some cows, we can just sneak in where cows, no one's expecting cows.
And the cows were going, walk upright like you're human. Don't walk upright.
They thought you'd blow their cover.
Yeah. Yeah, people have been killed by cows before.
Yeah, that was like the highlight, and then...
So when you arrived there, you were presumably covered in mud, looking like something that had just come from Glastonbury, staggering around this exhibition.
It wasn't that bad, it was just like a woods, and it had like a funny sort of funeral, like a graveyard thing.
Right.
Yeah. With bodies sort of hanging out the ground and that, and we had these 6-foot gnomes.
Right.
And then we just set off again, walked back.
But we're sure this wasn't a dream?
No, it was good, And
I mean, that's about the male being sort of a first-class citizen, much better, wasn't it? An aspiration
the
to sleep with a beautiful man than a beautiful woman.
Women were lower-class citizens, so therefore men were seen as higher class. So to have sexual relations with a man there was no shame in that.
No.
In fact, it was looked upon.
And I said, well, ancient Rome. I said, Nero. He sit in his big jacuzzi, and he used to get, pretty boy men to just go into the water and just nibble at his testicles while he was having a watch.
He didn't do that.
He did. Yeah.
And he's not a gay fella.
No. Well, no. I mean, I don't know about Nero, but I mean, it wasn't a case of a big delineation between what was heterosexual and what was gay. It was just, whatever you.
So what did this fella do then? This one who's having his.
Well, he was pretty much top boy, Nero, for a while.
He was in charge.
And and you did what you're told. If Caesar or.
But why were people going round there? Why didn't they go? Oh.
No, they weren't dropping in. It wasn't like the door was opening. I was just going to see what Nero's doing. You'd have probably been like a delivery boy or a stable boy or something, and you'd have popped round there and you'd have gone, there, right, Nero, as the tablets of stone you wanted, and you go, Pilkington, why you are here? Pop under. I don't know why he's French.
What is that?
I don't know why he's French. Just pop under the water and nibble at my testicles, and you'd have done it.
Because he was Nero.
I wouldn't.
You would have.
Well, there's no way I would have done.
Well, you would have.
What have I done? I've dropped a pizza off.
You put around to Nero's place with the pizza.
Right, I'd say I've done my job.
Yeah.
Right? That's not the sort of tip I wanted.
No, he'd have said, get the little baldy chap to nibble at my testicles, and you'd run the water.
I wouldn't have done it.
No,
well, you put me head under water.
I
wouldn't have done it.
Can I just say this, Steve? Not only would you be nibbling at his testicles, you'd have been going mad. You'd have been noshing him just for extra. You'd have had You'd have been doing everything he wanted. You'd have been going, he'd have gone, I didn't ask you to do that. You'd have been going mental. They'd have been chewing, slurping, smacking, poking. You'd have chopped, you'd have gnawed his packet off. You'd think you were eating Walker's crisps. There'd be bubbles, there'd be flood. Oh, it would be horrible.
I just wish we could maybe tape the bits we're not on air, just because that's when Karl comes into his own.
Yeah.
He just said to me, I don't know what I was doing, I was sort of like pottering around, dancing around, doing something annoying probably, and he just looked at me, I looked around, he was looking at me, and I looked back, and he went, have you ever used a Y-front properly?
Genius.
It's a great question, because the answer's definitely no.
Definitely no.
Does anyone use their Y-front properly? And by that, I mean, get your winky out of the little sort of slot provided, as opposed to like put it to one side or pull them down or whatever. Has anyone used a Y-front properly?
I don't think I've ever done it.
I don't think I've ever done it.
I've never seen anyone in a toilet doing it, Rick.
You should be looking.
I wish I hadn't said that.
I caught you. Really?
Yeah. That's actually how you prove people are gay.
Yeah.
Get them into this conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It was the trap.
Yeah. I'm not gay, by the way.
Yeah.
You didn't prove I was gay. I double bluffed you. As I knew the old gay trick.
I thought it was the old gay lord say no thing.
That is another method. Yeah, there's innumerable methods of doing it.
That's how Oscar Wilde was caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, the judge went to him, did you see that film last night? Gaylord Say No, and he went no, and they went take him away.
Yeah. Take him down to the cells.
Yeah, take him to Reading.
It is true. That is
well,
true. It originated in America.
Yeah.
So many of these things do. It's a brilliant point, Karl. I'd like to hear from anyone listening who's, and I mean, well, they'll just lie, wouldn't they, I suppose?
Yeah. I don't even use sort of flies.
No.
Usually. I sort of pull my Y-front, my sort of tracksuit. So that's why I wear sort of like elasticated waistbands all the time.
Exactly.
Just sort of
Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get in there with the minimum of effort.
Yeah, and out.
Sure.
Often I won't shake.
No, no.
To my detriment, because it often leaks out a little bit later, doesn't it?
Ever been out on a date with a girl where it's just trickled down your leg and you wish you hadn't, and you're thinking, what if she gets my trousers off later? She might smell or see it.
What? What?
I don't know. I don't know what I said there.
Right.
Yeah, but it's all the time. It's not just, I mean, you haven't done that with me, taking your clothes off and that yet. But, like, last night we were sat in the pub and I was saying, right, you know, let's not even worry about new features then. Let's get the current ones, you know, going.
Like what?
Good. Like, the one that I was trying to work out, the cheeky freak of the week.
Think of that!
Yeah, but
Think of that, though, as a normal conversation.
Yeah, but I'd looked online, right? I didn't find that much. I found, actually, I'll tell you what I found later. Brilliant. We're looking for them, right? And then at one point, I think you said to me, go and, you know, what about the Guinness Book of Records?
Yeah,
you know, they'll have, like, the best freak in the world or whatever. You know, I've never been a religious type. You know, if people want to do it, I'll let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that, you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like, I was walking to work the other day, right, across Oxford Street. There's a little Hare Krishna fella there, and he sort of had he had a leaflet and stuff, and he said, you know, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, you know, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
That's just the imagery. These two bold people, one of which is wearing an orange smock,
holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you could imagine some kind of religious painting.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English?
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say, I believe they have to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them walking down the street saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Out loud, not just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you couldn't put that on an iPod. No, it doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, midway through.
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live next door to a bloke called Hare Krishna,
yeah,
who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah,
that probably.
Yeah, so that's in essence. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith its full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, well, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? What can you do? What can
I think the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them, where they try and interact and
quite meditative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Karl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread, so...
Yeah, but I can afford that.
Right.
Probably, just, I like the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid, because a mate sort of joined it, and he sort of said, are you joining? I sort of swore at him. I said, I'm not doing that. Right? Yeah. He said, right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore. So I was like, oh. So I went. So I went along, and I used to just go on the Friday when they played, Sabutio and stuff. And then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of
table tennis.
The thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. There was all that on a Friday. Went on the Sunday. It was rubbish. He said, right, sit down in this room. They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big, I'm not interested in this book. And I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And that's been the only sort of...
why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. Who
was it? Were they adults?
It was well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something. And he used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that for you, religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
I think religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it, A lot of people believe in it because they think...
But for Karl,
right.
his feeling is like, that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what else can I have? Is there an iPod?
You have to have a religion? Because obviously I don't have a religion. I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist, and that's out of belief. That's out of logic. And we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd like to see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. Can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that. You bits, as a fella. And it's sort of metal. So it means you can't sort of, get excited. It puts a stop to you, sort of.
That wasn't a torture device. I think it was a Victorian thing to stop adolescent boys wanking. They used to have things like wrist things as well with, like, spikes on them. It's not a torture device.
Isn't that?
Well, not really. Imagine that being captured by you're never going to get hard on again. All right. Not really a torture device, is it?
And there wasn't that many nice-looking women wandering about anyway about them, was there? You didn't get excited about stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, they filthy, they stunk and everything back then. Right, we've covered that. No more of that talk now, right? Let's move on.
Filthy
All Victorian women, filthy and stinky.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Bit of Rolling Stones
Yeah,
and
let's
set
go
up
for
the
it.
old songs of phrase.
Stones, Beast of Burden. We've not played it before. It's an absolute gem.
I mean, I was watching athletics, right, the other week.
Yeah.
Right? And I was watching it because there's a lad who I went to school with. He's like winning gold medals and everything now in the Olympics and stuff, right? So I was looking out for him.
Now, if you went to school with him, I'm assuming he's got 3 legs or something?
No, he's normal.
just a regular guy?
He used to push me on my go-kart, and so I feel like
You've trained
I was
him,
there
yeah,
from the start, training up a bit.
Yeah.
And watching the programme, and there was swimming in it, and I was watching that for a bit, getting a bit annoyed, because that butterfly stroke,
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that.
No, nor do I.
It's just hard work. It doesn't make you go any faster than, let's say, that stroke. The
Yeah,
crawl.
don't do that. That stroke on radio doesn't work. The crawl, yeah.
So I was watching that, thinking, that's annoying.
Yeah.
And then they got onto the running bit, and my mate's in this race.
Yeah.
Now, they do the side shot, don't they? So you can see who's in the lead.
Sure.
And then they do that front shot, where it's absolutely pointless. The only reason to do the front shot, I think, is to keep women interested. Because you can basically see his tackle going from left to right, being battered all over the place.
Why were you looking?
Seriously, you had no choice. If you wanted to watch it, it was like, I was interested if he was going to win, but it's like, you know...
But why did you turn over and watch Charlie's Angels instead?
Because I wanted to see if he won the race.
Or flip back at the end.
Just flip back to get the result if you don't...
Well...
Yeah, or at least turn away or close your eyes.
Well,
On the front shot.
No, I wasn't. I just... Suzanne was happy. Suzanne was loving it.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Just go to the other shot. But they were showing you the front shot and running along there. They could have just shown the top half, but they didn't.
Sure.
It was there.
It's just heads moving along at 25 miles an hour. Yeah. Well, I think you're meant to see the running, the actual legs moving. It's athletics coverage, isn't it? It's not like...
But they don't show you a shot from behind.
Did you want that?
And I didn't want that either.
It sounds like you were disappointed.
Yeah. Play a record.
What are we having? Better Radiohead?
Yeah, be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Incidentally, last week, you remember, we began the show by talking about knobs.
Yeah.
I think we've got a bit more knob news this week.
Is knowledge coming up, is it?
The knob news is on the
After
way.
Radiohead, more cock.
I remember, I was on I don't know if this is alright to talk about. I mean, it happened, so, you know, not worried about it.
to talk about. Everything's
But I was on the train, right, coming from Manchester back to London, right?
Yeah.
And got on it was like a Friday night, and it was heaving, you know, like the last train is and all that. And absolutely chocker, right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking through the carriages, thinking, is he in his seats anyway? Anyway, everyone's like, it's heaving, right? It's people stood up in the doorways, you can't get in the toilet and all that. There's not going to be any chair knocking about. You know, so walking through, and anyway, I see this one empty chair sort of in front of me, right? I think, why ain't anyone sat there, right? I'll just rush to that, get to that, I'll get myself a seat, plonk myself down, right? And sort of turn round, you know, see who I'm facing, you know, see who you're sort of having a chat with. Little fella there, right? Little, Down syndrome kid,
Right.
Sat there, and he goes, all right. And I thought, right, not bad, but do you know what I mean? They're always talking, aren't they? You can ask a lot of questions, right? So I was like, here we go, 2.5 hours, and I couldn't get up because the thing is, that's obvious,
Sure.
right? So that's like mean. I'd never want to be mean. Do you know what I mean?
No.
At the end of the day. So anyway, so I think I know. I'll go to sleep.
Clever.
Right, so I shut my eyes, and he leaves me alone, all right. So then my phone goes, and I think, right, what do I do? Do I ignore it, or do I open my eyes and see what it is? Anyway, I open my eyes. It's Ricky calling about something, about nothing probably. Actually thinking about it, wasn't even worth answering, right? So anyway, but I'm awake then, aren't I? So he's like, hello, and I'm like, all right, mate. And he says, you're muscly.
You're right.
Oh, God!
And I said, yeah. And he goes, why? So I said, no, just am. It's, again, stressing me out, because I was thinking, why am I muscly? I don't go to the gym. And, you know, I'm not muscly, I'm in good shape and that.
Well.
So then he wants an arm wrestle. On a crammed train from Manchester, so I've got another hour and a half of this.
When you talk back, he'd soon have got up and left. If you'd have started asking him questions, he'd have got up and left with the drivel you come out with.
So anyway, do you know when you're under pressure, you're thinking, well, he's said that I'm muscly, right? So do I do it or not? What? And there's people watching, you know, not joining in, not sort of having a laugh and that with me, just like watching but pretending they're not.
Oh,
and I'm at one of those table seats, and he kept saying, come on, I want to arm wrestle. So, and he was getting loud, and I thought, I best just start an arm wrestle.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I best just have an arm wrestle? What do you mean?
Get it over and done with. I had to... if he's going to keep asking, I had another hour and a half on the train.
Oh, God.
So anyway...
Oh, my God. I'm thinking who won.
Well, I'm thinking, were people putting bets on? How was it working?
It was stopped, and just as well, really.
What do you mean it was stopped?
Stopped
so violent was it getting?
No. He was winning. I was struggling a bit, right? Yeah. And he was really like, you know, taking my arm down, and then he sort of let go and started laughing. And I thought, thank God he let go, because I would have made, you know what I mean? If I lost that, everyone's in the train looking, and all the rest of it.
I never felt it suddenly serious to him. He's got to win this.
Anyway,
Pilkington.
But then he just, then we were chatting about favourite food and that. He likes sausages. And I said, you know, he said, do you like sausages? I said, yeah, they're all right. I like a bit of Chinese and that as well. And he was saying, I can't have Chinese. Not allowed Chinese.
Why?
Don't know. He just said, it's not allowed to have it. But yeah, I had a good long chat about stuff and that. But
so you enjoyed it in the end?
In the end, it was all right. Yeah, it's just.
What do you expect? Okay.
No, but it's that thing, isn't it? It's whenever you're faced with something different, it's always awkward, isn't it? And that's the thing.
You're talking about him now, are you?
And I think I did all right because everyone else was ignoring him, but I probably made his day pretty good.
Yeah. We were a nice bloke.
I like the idea that newlywed couple are probably thinking that's going to be a similar journey down to Cornwall.
Maybe we just remember it wrongly. But anyway, that's XFM for you. 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant. Karl Pilkington. Karl, you went to Lanzarote.
Yeah.
People said don't go to Lanzarote. They told you it was Lanzarote. They told you, were they right or wrong?
They were right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, yeah.
Is it? Why?
Just, out there. If it wasn't for the volcano they had, it'd been knackered.
That's their big draw, is it?
That's it, basically. That's all they've got going for them.
When you landed, was it really hot? Were you quite excited? You were thinking this is okay?
It was warm. It's, you know, we can't complain about the weather. The weather was all right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's what I went for, but it'd be nice if there just was something else.
Yeah.
What did you do all day then? Did you read your ritual book?
No, I didn't read that. I read that book. Do you know the book that I bought and all the chapters were messed up?
Oh, yeah.
I bought a better version of that.
All right.
And I read that.
Excellent.
And then...
Did it make more sense in order?
Yeah, a lot easier to follow.
Yeah.
And then we went and had a look at the volcanoes and that. They've got 36 of them to look at.
How many did you look at before you realised that pretty much, you've seen one volcano, you've seen them all?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Really? Yeah. And then when you got to the 8th, you thought, now I know what this is going to be, Suzanne. This is going to be like a mountain with a hole in the top.
Yeah.
Really?
But it happened years ago as well. It's like, just keep a couple, fill the rest in, tidy it up.
Fill the rest in!
Yeah, no,
Well, getting some builders.
No, seriously though.
So go on.
Along the similar sort of lines, right? This is quite a few years ago. This fella sort of upset the royal family doing something, right? So they said that this isn't good.
It wasn't Ben Oughton at that Jubilee thing, was it?
I can't remember what it was. And they said, right,
that was terrible.
We're gonna cut your head off. You know, you gotta show people like you can't be doing what you've been doing.
What was this, the 1970s? When you say a couple of years ago, you mean maybe sort of...
Was it the olden days when the phones weren't very good?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Ages ago, sure.
So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So...
Very philosophical.
Yeah, imagine that when you wasn't here doing it. This was literally ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Simon Sharma's History of Britain.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
So-
and even before that, which is yonks before, when it was all mental and different. Sorry, Karl, go on.
So he's having his head cough, and he's resigned to it.
It's a day before. He's kind of got it into his head now that I'm not going to have my head much longer.
Sure.
So he said, let's make use of this.
Yeah.
He said, I wonder how long, like, the body can stay alive without my head on it. right? So they were like, oh, I don't know. So,
Who were?
So
the jailers?
Whoever he was asking.
These jailers with one eye.
Yeah.
Get out, pal.
So he said,
No, wait a minute, I've got an interesting scientific experiment, jailer. Well, fair enough.
What is it?
So he said, what I want to do, right? He said, surely it's my last right. I'm going to be dead tomorrow. Sure. So let's do a test.
He didn't draw it out this long, did he?
Yeah. He said, let's test this out. He said, do us a favour. He said, it's my last day. What I want you to do is, you're going to cut my head off. Let's put a white line on the floor.
Right. And
see if. Because there's no point asking how far he can sort of walk without an head if there isn't a line, because you don't know what to count. Do you know what I mean? If he loses his head and he's running around all over the place, you can't really count
That's
that.
not impressive enough, yeah.
So they said, let's make a white line.
Sure.
Yeah. Who said this? He did or they did?
I think they started to join in with him and saying, well, let's make this a...
Sure. You get it, go on.
So...
they got Norris McWhirter down. The Guinness people.
Oh, yeah.
So they said, let's get this white line.
Yeah.
And
dedication's all you need.
We'll do this tomorrow. And he said, all right, then I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah. I'll see you in the morning. Night, sleep tight. Bye.
I love the fact that Carl knows exactly what was said.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. He doesn't know the story or what order it is in or when it was.
He knows exactly what was said.
But he knows the intricacies. All right then, see you in the morning. Bye. Oh, kissy. Oh, I'm not like that. Oh, you joker.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah. Anyway.
So he gets up.
Do you want a paper tomorrow? No, I'm all right. Go on.
He gets up and they say, right, today's the day and that. And he said, well, I've got used to the idea. So here's a white line for you.
Got used to the idea. Go on.
So they go, right, you ready then? And he said, I go on. And they cut his head off. And the body walked 32 steps without a head.
Wow.
32 steps.
Incredible.
And that's the lesson, really.
Did it get as far as it walked along the white line, did it?
Yeah, it stayed along the white line, did 32 steps, and then started to stumble a bit, and it just fell over.
Yeah.
But, it was a test that your body can still keep alive for a little bit.
Yeah.
When you've lost your head.
Absolute twaddle. Absolute twaddle.
A German man, just thought I'd let you know this, Carl,
sure.
Ricky. A German man has been arrested because he taught his dog to give the Nazi salute. And then he made it do it in front of two policemen. I think it's an offence in Germany now. That's a fascist with too much time on their hands.
No, but is it? It's illegal for a dog to do it as well?
I think so.
I bet he thought he'd found a loophole.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been dying to do it, but he thought, well, I'm not allowed to do it. It's illegal for a human to do it.
Yeah.
Thought he got around it. No.
For a while, it just kept doing the Basil Fawlty funny walk. And he was going, no, you're undermining it. Don't do the legs as well. But the reason I mentioned it is because he's German. And what were you telling me earlier about? Carl was whittering on about the Germans earlier. He was saying something about the accent. It's fine with blokes, but not with women. You won't want to go out with a German woman because of the accent.
I just think it's a bit manly, isn't it?
Sure.
Is it?
Yeah, it sounds a bit hard. I can't imagine having a nice sort of romantic chat with someone.
Well, it's not a romantic language, no. It's quite harsh, yeah, but that's our...
No, but what I mean is, right, I can't speak any other languages apart from this one.
Well...
Right.
You're struggling with this one.
Yeah.
And what I mean is...
Whereas you really do speak the language of love, all right? There's some condoms, where's me tea?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if a French woman was talking to me, I'd say, I don't know what you're talking about, love, but it sounds good. Whereas a German woman, I'd go, oof. And she might be saying really nice stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But then we got talking because, do you know, like, me brother...
Sort of a prejudice, really, isn't it?
In a sense.
What do you mean?
In a sense, it's racist, but anyway, on you go.
Yeah, go on.
It's not really, is it?
No.
But, yeah, my brother was in the army. We've talked about it, haven't we? And how he got kicked out for going for a packet of fags in a tank and that.
Yeah.
Right? But he was, when he was in the army, he was based in Germany for a bit. And he used to be one for sort of, picking up the ladies and that. He always had, new girlfriends and stuff.
Yeah. He's a Pilkington.
Used to get through loads of them.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I wasn't that bad. But
Well, no,
brother,
because you had things like you trouble with your marrow and that. No, you might die. I'm not interested.
Yeah, but no matter what he did, do you know what I mean? When he was a bus driver, he was one of them who always had a woman still at the front with him and sort of, having a chat and stuff.
Sure.
And he sort of got kicked out of that and stuff. But
when he was bus driver, did he own the bus or did he just take it to get a packet of fags?
so
he's in Germany.
He's in Germany, and the army people say to him, "Now we know what you like, Pilkington, right?
Das Pilker.
Don't be meeting up with any German women.
Fraulines. Leave the Fraulines alone.
Not allowed to go out with German women because apparently they get you and then they beat you up and that.
What, the German women?
Why?
Go on.
Don't know, they just said because they don't like English army people and that.
Why?
See, the English is your first language, isn't it?
Are you speaking German now? Or?
I can't tell. They don't get out with the Germans, go beat you up and that, don't like English army man. What is that?
What worries me, Rick, is we've got the face, the body language and things to try and interpret this gobbledygook. The listeners, they just got the words.
It must be, it must be just ridiculous for a listener. Right, just do the competition. What was that anecdote about? Don't go out with German women, they'll beat you up.
I'm just saying, if you're in the army, if you're about to join the army and you think, it'll be great, I'm going to meet loads of women over in Germany, it's not going to happen.
Wise words there, wise words.
So this station in public service.
Excellent, okay.